Good morning, guys. How are you today? I just post on my Facebook feed that I'm going to say how to deal with the irresponsible person. So now let's get started. Every day, the people are grown up in different way, the way they dress up. Some people are full of responsibility, and some people are just like lack of responsibility and respecting people and supporting people because everything is only themselves, something like that. Then it's the way how the family raise them up, and the family of the family before that also, just like, yeah, there's a problem, makes a problem, right, to the social and the life living, and how we have to face to this kind of people, and they are everywhere, and in every sociality. And yeah, so how to deal with this kind of people, irresponsible person. Number one, let's talk about what they look like. Number one, this kind of people, they lack of empathy. They have no idea to feel what the other people feel empathy to them, and yeah, things like that. The second, the lack of supportive. They have no idea how to support the other people's back. Even they get support from the other people, and then when the times that the other people ask them to support back, they have no idea. It's kind of selfish, but this is from the way they've been raised up, and they're too scared and they're too afraid to support other people. Yeah, something inside themselves. Number three is honesty. This word, right? We kind of cannot say exactly they are unhonest, because they've been raised up that way, right? And they've been like that. They live in that corner, that the lack of empathy, the lack of supportive, and the lack of being honest. Be honest, like they be there to accept anything from other. When the people support them or give them, they love it and they want it. They want it for themselves. But in the other hand, in the other ways around, if they have to give, or if they have to support or empathy and feel, they're scared of feeling to being support people. So the way they live their life, it's just like they have to say, oh, okay, it's good, blah blah blah. But in that situation, they have to keep it back. They say no. Then people always say they are unhonest, they are dishonest. Actually, they don't know what to do, how to deal with that is inside themselves. Number four, this is, we talk about what they look like, what this kind of people look like, right? Number four is compassion and respect. Everything just like connect to each other, just like from lack of empathy, lack of supportive, lack of honesty, and the lack of compassion and respect. When this behavior happen to someone, of course, who have the relationship with them just feel like they are unrespected. They are not respect people, like they not respect like the other people that have relationship with them, because they don't know how to deal with that, how to support them, how to feel empathy, how to be honest. So of course, respect gonna like decrease, like it's not there actually. Number five is fairness. If you see some kind of fairness, you cannot use this word fairness with this kind of people, because they're lack of everything, the lack of empathy, the lack of responsibility, the lack of supportive, and the lack of honest and even respect. So how you can ask the fairness to this kind of people? It's no fairness there, right? So if you see this like 5 things around somebody's, You have how to deal with that. So you can avoid it, right? Somebody is just like that, and everybody's have a bad and a good thing inside themselves. So in somehow we might like them because they are sexy, beautiful, handsome, or whatever. So we still like to be friends with them, or we still like, probably they are funny talking, or they have something that attractive or whatever, but they lack of irresponsibility person. So how we deal with this kind of people? Okay, number one, how to deal with them. Number one, act immediately to correct irresponsible behavior. Whenever you have you talk to them, have conversation, or you do some activity with them and they irresponsibility, so you have to say it right away. Just like, okay, this is not right, I think this is irresponsibility. You should, it's not, people not accept it, you should not accept it. You can say it right away. So let them know. Probably they don't know, they have no idea, because they used to use the life in that way since they're grown up, or whatever they're scared of. That's why they live in that corner of life. Everybody's want to be a good person, right? So sometimes they don't know what to do to be a better. Okay, number two, say how you feel. Like, for example, if I talk to someone and I've been support them all the time, and one day I want them to support me back, and I ask them, can you help me this way? And I really need it now. And then they said, no, I have this and that. It's just like, I feel like this is irresponsibility, not respect, and not really honest, because I've been support them all the time before, and not really kind of this kind of people. So you just tell them how you feel. I once said like, hey, we know each other for a long time, and I've been supporting you, and I love you like my sister, my brother, or just like one of my family, whatever. But I don't get your support. I don't get your, like, when I have problem, I need some help, and you didn't right there for me, and I feel disappointed. It feels sad. It feels like you are one of my family, but you didn't feel like the way I feel with you, right? So just say how you feel with them, and let's see how they feel. Let's see what will happen. But it's true, right? Number three, say what you will and won't do. If you can say, if this happened to you, and if you can do, you have to give the reason, like real reason why, and what you would do, right? So if I said, if I can do something like, okay, now I can, probably if I am that person, I said, yeah, I can do this right now because I have this reason. I'm out, I'm not in my house, so I can, and I am in a different country, I can help you right now. So then can we do this instead? Can give them option, because you are full of responsibility, and you are full of like supportive or whatever. Like kindness is a kindness thing if you are responsibility person, right? So you have to give an option. You have to give, tell them what you do and what you would. If it's like really terrible in your life, you said, no, this is not going to be good with me because of blah blah blah, this and that, and I will do this. Suggest them. I mean, everybody will listen to you if you have a good reason, right? Okay, number four, negotiate and compromise. Negotiate, so we always, everything, just like the business or non-business, our life need to, even ourselves, we also always negotiate with themselves, right? For example, we wake up, we want to go to have a beautiful, good breakfast sitting on the beach with full of yummy breakfast, but okay, now negotiate with myself. I can't do that because I have so many things to do. Let's do my work very hard until I get to my goals, and one day, probably next month or whatever, when I reach the goal, I will give myself the prize. So I will bring myself to the beach or whatever, something like that. So right, then yeah, we always compromise and negotiate anything. Just like when my mom come to ask me, oh yeah, can you do this for me right now? And I said, no, mom, I cannot do it. I'm working. But after I work at 2:30 or whatever on my schedule and plan, I can come to help you. Is that okay? That is compromise. And my mom might say, oh, I do is done already, and I get my dad help already, or she get a cousin, or she already done her job already. That's the compromise and negotiate with each other, right? So number 5, the last thing, always calm down and recharge what you will say and you do. To face this kind of people, because they lack of many things, right? You have to be able to calm yourself down, because if you feel like burn out, you always support and help them all the time before, and one day you want they support you back, they say no, because of the selfish and the lack of empathy, the lack of responsibility, and the lack of respect in you. And so you have to calm yourself down, right? People think different way. People raise up in different way, the way they raise up to become this person. So, but you can't avoid these people. They are everywhere. So calm down and always prepare yourself what to say and what to do before you face to these people again. And yes, today is what my rock talk about today, how to face irresponsible person. So they are everywhere. So sometimes we did it too, right? So nobody's perfect, but that is the way of what I just said right now. And here is, I will leave the link below. After this live, I create a few books, a journal, and the notebooks, diary. And if you want to keep secret or write your story down in this book, just check it out. My book is on Amazon in many countries. You can order from your country, so the shipping will be cheaper, or even you can click the free shipping. It's depend on you. And yeah, I will leave the link below. Check it out and support my channel and my passion to talk here live every single day. Bye for now. Have a good one. Bye bye.